What's going on, everybody? Jason back again. Today we're gonna talk about this 2021 Ram 3500 Limited with the dually wheels. And if we start off in the front, you'll notice that this has no chrome at all, and this is because this is the night edition. So what you get with this is your blacked out grille. You get everything blacked out, your hooks, all your badging, and your wheels. Everything is blacked out, and it just looks very clean rather than the chrome. I personally like the blacked out version. It looks so much more nicer. And this truck, being a limited, it is fully loaded with a ton of options, including safety options, which you'll notice right here. You do have your front parking sensors, and you got your rear ones as well, which I'll show you shortly. Also, you've got your tow hooks in the front on both sides, and you've got your fog lights at the bottom, and again, those are on both sides, as you can see. And within the grille, even your Ram logo is blacked out, and right underneath you have your front facing camera, which is amazing to have. And as for your front headlights, they are LED lights, and you can see how sleek and very nice they look. You've got your 4 little LED lights here, which look really cool with the design, and you've got your main little projector right over there, and it just looks really nice and clean. If you take a look at it on both sides, very nice. And as for the color of this truck, it's painted in the beautiful granite crystal metallic, which looks absolutely beautiful with the black accents, black wheels. If you want a more stealthier look, you can get the full black color. Everything will be blacked out, which will also look very nice. And just like any heavy duty, you do have your clearance lights up top, and on the side of the truck you do get the 3500 heavy duty badging. And also, this being the 6.7 liter turbo high output engine, you also get the turbo diesel Cummins badging as well. And of course, you get the Ram badging as well at the side. And as for the side of the truck, you can see how massive this looks, especially with the dually wheels, which I'll cover in a little bit. But you can just see how nice this truck looks. And you know, with the black wheels up front and the dual wheels with the blacked out as well, looks absolutely beautiful. And in the front, you do get these nice blacked out wheels, which I spoke about earlier. These are 17-inch wheels, and they just look absolutely beautiful. You may be wondering what's missing over here. Well, let me show you. So you do get this cover for both the front wheels, which you can just put on top here, and it just looks way better than just having it like this. It's just a cover that covers your wheel locks, and it just looks way better aesthetically of the truck. Also, on the side of the truck, when you open the door, you do get your power side steps, which do fold back in once you close the door, which are very handy with this truck. And also at the back, because this is a dually and it makes the truck so much wide, if you can just see here how wide this thing is, you also get these kind of, like, I guess you can say, built-in side lights on both sides, just because how wide this truck is. Also, you may be noticing there is the molding pieces missing on both sides. That's because this truck just came in, so those will be going on as well. And at the back, these are dual wheels, as you can see, dualies. And as I was saying earlier, in the front, you do get that black thing in the middle to cover all of it, which looks like this, but in the front it sticks out a little bit, obviously. But these are also 17-inch wheels, which look absolutely beautiful. Just take a look at how this truck looks from the side. It's massive. And on the other side at the back, you do also get 2 more on both sides of these lights at the sides. And moving over to the rear of the truck, you've got your LED lighting at the back. This centerpiece is your sensors for your blind spot monitoring, so make sure you don't break this. This is a very expensive piece. Also, if you come to the bottom, you do have your side step right here, which just pops out this way, and you can pop it back in if you do need to get in and out of the bed. And built into the rear handle of the bed is your backup camera. You also get your Ram badging, which is blacked out. You get your 4x4 badging blacked out, and of course, this being a limited, you get your blacked out limited badging as well. Also, in the back, you get this light bar in the middle section at the back, right above where your license plate would go. Also, these are your rear parking sensors. You have them all across the back of the bumper. You've got your trailer hitch, and also you've got your wiring for any of your trailer stuff that you need, all back here, ready to go. And if we open this bad boy up, it is a soft opening one, so it doesn't smash down and kind of break your truck or anything like that. And typically these 3500s don't come with this, but with this particular truck, it is optioned out to have this. This is your 5th wheel hitch, and it's just ready to go. It's like a plug-and-play system. Everything's already bolted in, and you're just ready to go. You don't have to worry about putting it in after. Comes with the truck directly from the factory, Mopar, and you're good to go. Also, on the sides, you do have your LED bed lighting right over there and right on this side as well. You've got your built-in hooks on either sides and at the very corners in the back. And because obviously this is a heavy duty and it's a 3500, if you do need to do any of the work, construction work, or whatever you need at the back here, you've got more plugs in the back right over here, along with your outlets in the back. And I'm not sure if you can see, but right in the middle over there, that little plug at the bottom, this truck also comes with your gooseneck towing prep group, which, you know, if you need to use this or a gooseneck, you can use either or, and you're good to go. Also, let's say you put too much weight in the back, this truck does have auto leveling suspension, so it'll auto level itself. Even if you have a ton of stuff in the back, it'll auto level accordingly to the truck. And if we enter the rear of the truck, you can see, because this is a limited, you get this beautiful design which comes with all the limiteds, and the feel of the leather and everything, the stitching is very, very high quality, and you know, it feels very luxurious. Also, with this truck, you do get the Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds absolutely phenomenal. And carrying on inside, you do also get speaker on this side and on that side as well, which just makes the surround sound even better. And at the back here, this truck is equipped with a power sliding rear window, which makes life so much easier with just one touch of a button. And in terms of the quality when it comes to the seats, it's very, very nice and plush, very comfortable to sit at, even in the back. You would think this is only comfortable for people in the front, but in the rear, Ram has not forgot about your passengers, because it's absolutely beautiful with this, you know, silver type white piping in the back and the stitching as well all around. It just looks very, very nice. And of course, in the middle here, you've got your cup holders for the rear passengers as well. And like I was saying, that this truck is not equipped with the side little fender flares right now. That's because they're right here directly from the factory, which will be put on later on. You get this for both sides in the back. You've also got a bunch of wiring stuff that comes with it. And in the ground, you also get this little, I guess you can say like a ice holder, or, you know, whenever you're going up the cottage, you can put some beers in there. That's what I think of it. It comes on both sides, and it's a very nice thing to have, just to put extra storage. And like I mentioned, on the door with this design, it's carried over on the rear passenger side and the driver's side. You also get a little bit of storage stuff here as well. And again, it comes like nicely done with this silver / white piping and stitching. Looks very, very classy on this truck. Also, in the middle section at the back, you do get 2 extra cup holders up top and this wood-like finish, which looks really, really cool. It's continued out throughout the whole truck in the front, which I'll show you in a second. Looks absolutely beautiful. You've got your vents at the back, just a little bit of storage here if you want to put your phone when you're charging it. Got your ports here, USB ports, Type-C ports, and you've got your plug at the back as well. Again, this truck does have the rear heated seats as well for both sides, which is amazing. Again, you know, you can't forget about your passengers at the back. Got to keep them nice and warm. And for the key, you've got your normal unlock and lock buttons. Also, you've got your tailgate release and your auto start with the panic button as well. On the back, you've got this beautiful lettering type stuff, which just says Ram Limited, which looks very, very nice. And this key fob feels very nice as well. Also, this truck does have keyless entry. So if you want to lock the truck, all you do is just press this. And if you want to unlock the truck, you just place your hand here, come close to it, and it unlocks the truck. Also, up top, you've got your normal window controls. This truck has power folding mirrors on both sides. And this is where you switch and actually control that little meter on the side and adjust it. This truck also comes with memory seats, so if you have multiple people driving the truck, you can just set it to whatever setting you want. As we move into the truck in the front, you've got your normal pedal setup. You've got your emergency braking over here. To release it, you just press this or pull it actually. Right here is your power if you want at the back, like I showed you in the bed. You can turn the power on and off from here. You've got your hood latch release. Now, if you take a look at this monster 6.7 liter turbo diesel engine, this is insane. Now, this has 1,075 foot-pound of torque. Let me say that again. 1,075 foot-pound of torque that produces 420 horsepower, which you need on the 3500 because you're going to be towing and going crazy with this truck, and you need all of that power, all of that torque in order to get you going. And right above that, you've got your normal, you know, lighting controls, dimmers and all that stuff. These pedals actually are power adjustable, which is really, really cool. And if you want to adjust your steering wheel, you just do it from right here. And just like the back, the front seats are just as good. I mean, hey, it looks really, really nice. Again, with that plush feeling, everything is just beautiful on this truck. Again, with the silver / white stitching and the piping, it just looks really, really nice and clean throughout this whole truck. Also, on both sides, you do get your power driver seat and the power passenger seat as well over there. Now, moving on into the interior, you can see all along the dashboard up top, again, that beautiful stitching you get as well. You've got your Harman Kardon speaker up top as well. And up here, you have your Ram logo with a little bit of space to put, and then your 12 volt, plug here as well. And also, when you enter the front and also in the rear, you get these nice sturdy handles on both sides. And again, they're wrapped in leather along with this nice stitching. And like I was mentioning at the back, you also get this nice wood finish type feeling in the front as well on the steering wheel, which looks very, very nice, and it feels very good as well. And on the steering wheel itself, you've got your controls here, which you can control the little center gauge cluster, which I'll show you in a second. You've also got your Bluetooth settings here. You've got your forward collision warning here, or actually how much you want the distance between the truck or the vehicle in front of you, and cruise control settings, and you've got your gear limit controls here as well. In the center, you are greeted with that beautiful Ram logo. It's like a nice matte finish, which looks really cool. Of course, this truck is a push to start, and right underneath you got your heavy duty badging, 4x4 badging, and then your gear selectors and your drivetrain and all that stuff as well. You've got this nice gear arm, which obviously you need on the heavy duties because of the transmission. You can't do with those little knobby things, but with these, I still think this looks really cool because of like the stitching, and it just looks very, very nice. So in the center, there's a bunch of stuff that you can see. Obviously, you've got your RPM over here, you've got your def percentage over here, your speed, and then you've got your how much diesel you have in the truck here. You've got a Ram logo in there, which looks nice as well. And in the center, there's a bunch of options that you can go through. Again, you can go through your drivetrain, you can go through your driver assisted stuff, you can go through fuel economy, you can go through your trip info if you want to calculate how far you're going, your trailer tow stuff. It actually calculates how far you've traveled with just a trailer. Also, your audio settings over here, messages, screen setup. In the corners, you'll notice you have your compass and then how hot or cold it is over there. Also, you've got your commercial settings in here, and then you've got your speed over here, vehicle information, tire pressure, and all of that. Something that I find really cool, being a dually, it actually tells you the tire pressure for both wheels, which is really, really cool. We'll start off in the center here. You've got your limited badging here, and then again, that design continues in the middle here, and this just feels very, very nice and classy. So there's two sections to this. If you open up the first one, you've got your USB port here. You can put like your phone, an iPad, or whatever you want charging in there and still keep it in privacy. Also, if you open up the full thing, you've got a bunch of measurement tools and all of that stuff, which is cool if you're a carpenter or something like that. In the center, you can actually move this thing up and down, which gives you a ton of room, as you can see in there. And if you push this back, you've got a ton of room in here with another plug in the front, like in the back you get. You've got your wireless charger here. You put your phone there and another phone over there. Small little slot here in case you want to plug in your phone and charge it, just leave it in there. And same thing, you've got your USB ports, aux cable, type C, and all that good stuff. Also in the center, if you push this, you've got your cup holders. And again, this wood finish just feels very, very nice. And again, a little bit more storage in here if you want to put something in there. And here's my absolute favorite part on any Ram truck right now, is this massive 12-inch touchscreen. It is a split screen, which I'll show you in a second. But if you take a look here, you've got your trailer brake control at the bottom there. You've got a bunch of auxiliary ports if you want to put, light bars or anything else. You can just connect it actually to one of these, and just with a touch of a button, turn it on and off. Also, you've got a bunch of buttons up top here as well. You've got your rear parking sensor, your front parking sensor. This button right here, being a 3500, this is your full exhaust brake, which you can push to press on or leave it off. You've got your tow mode here. And then right here, which is really cool, you have your trailer height. So if you press that, it's gonna start blinking and it'll tell you it's lowering to support the trailer at the back, which is really, really cool. Also up top, you've got your lane departure warning. Right now it's turned off. I press it, now it's turned on. Your 4-ways, traction control. You've got your hard buttons over here for your temperature, heating and cooling and AC and all of that. Volume buttons, the tuning buttons. You've got your mute button and screen off option. touch it and you just turns back on. And if we press controls, it brings up this little option here, which shows on your driver's side your heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and same thing with your passenger side. Also, you get the mirror dimmer, deployable bedstand, backup camera, surround camera, and then your cargo camera as well right from here. And if we press climate, again, like I mentioned, you can use these buttons or you can just use this. It's so much easier rather than just pressing it, you know, one by one. And if we press navigation, you've got this massive screen here. Again, it looks very, very nice. You've got your phone control there if you have your phone paired, and then you've got your backup camera here, which you can see the rear of the truck, and then obviously you've got the top section here. And also, I forgot to mention, this truck does have cameras on the side mirrors, which I'll show you in a second here, which is really, really cool. You've got your auxiliary one here. This is if you have like a trailer with the wiring that comes with, you know, a camera and stuff, you can have two cameras right over here, and you know, it looks so much better, and safety wise, way better. And if you press apps over here, again, it shows you a bunch of stuff here as well, which you can go through. Really, really cool. It's just the same stuff that I went over, but again, it shows it in here. And as for the split screen, like I mentioned, you just press home and it pops up this menu. Again, you can have media up top, and if you want at the bottom, navigation, and boom, you've got both on the split screen. Also, this truck is equipped with the rear digital mirror, which I think looks very clean. And this is the new option that, you know, the Ram trucks have for 2021. This truck doesn't have it, but again, with the tech package, you also get the heads-up display. But this looks really cool. And if you look up top here, you've got your dome lights on either side. You've got your sunroof options here, and then your rear window, you can open and close it. You've got your assist and SOS buttons here, your lighting if your door is open, and then if you want to turn it on manually, and then your tailgate release over here. Also, this does have a sunroof. It looks really, really nice, and you know, it just makes the truck look more open with a lot of light coming in. And this was a side camera that I was talking about. This comes on both sides, on the passenger and the driver side. And if we go over to the passenger side, you've got your glove box here with a bunch of paperwork and other stuff here, and you've also got a little compartment. If you press this, you can put a little stuff in here as well. And again, this wood finish just looks very luxurious and premium, and it also's got the limited badging here. Also, you get this little texture type feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks really, really cool. Again, this is something that, you know, ties in with the whole theme of the truck, again, being the silver piping, silver stitching. This looks very, very nice. And here is the window sticker for this exact 2021 Ram 3500 Limited in the night edition. You can see here the base price, and then you've got a bunch of options here. Again, you can pause this and you can take a look at exactly what this truck has. And that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this 2021 Ram 3500 Limited with the dually wheels. Do you love it or do you hate it?